Everybody here, Teenage Chevrolet in Willoughby Hills, and hosted here at the Wycliffe Italian American Club. Like I said, we're really excited to have you guys here tonight. We did have a few technical difficulties getting it onto the Wycliffe Italian American Club YouTube channel. So if you're seeing this on Facebook and you know someone that's trying to watch on YouTube, they can do a quick search for my channel, Frank Gamby, Gamby, and they will be able to find it there on YouTube. So again, Frank Gamby, do a quick search and you should see it live there on YouTube. So if someone was wanting to watch it there, they should be able to. So I'm gonna quickly turn it over to Paul, who has a couple of announcements for us to get us started.
Okay, yeah, I just want to go down our list of sponsors. So we'd like to thank the following gold sponsors: MCR, 188 Ohio Comp, and Minuteman Staffing. And our bronze sponsors: Sherwin-Williams, Marks, Orlando Donsante Previtt, Funeral Home, Liberty Home Mortgage, Coca-Cola, Aleshes of Shoregate, and Mr. Excavator, who is our title sponsor for the new this year, in 2021, the field sponsor, field access area. We have a few spots left, Frank, and if you guys are interested, if anyone's interested, contact our club president, Charlie Albertone. He can be reached on Facebook, or I would say you can reach him on Facebook. Back to you, Frank.
All right. So what we have planned for you tonight, we are going to go through the bracket. We've broken it into 4 regions, and we have broken it down into 8 quarters, essentially. So you're going to see it 1 quarter at a time. So last night, back here at the Wycliffe Italian American Club, we actually drew the names and all the balls. So that video, you can watch the balls being drawn last night. You can do that again right after this, and that will be on the Wycliffe Italian American Club Facebook YouTube page. Again, that's somewhere in there. You'll be able to see that for both the Open Division and
88.
So again, for tonight, we are going to go through the bracket here for you, and we're going to get started right with a quick word from our sponsor, Serpentini. All right, so again, really big thanks to Serpentini Chevrolet in Willoughby Hills. Very much appreciated it as our sponsor this year, as our major sponsor this year. So without further ado, I'd say
Introduce the group.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and do some quick introductions of the group and the panel that we have here in front of us. Our very esteemed panel, joined by Luciano DeCenzi, Oliver Markin, our tournament director Paul DeSico, and you can see the esteemed Gino Latessa down there at the end. And again, we're really excited to be able to do this for you guys tonight, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. We'll do our best. So without further ado, we are going to start at the very top of the bracket and do a quick reveal and see what that looks like. So as you can see coming onto the screen, we've got games 1 through 5. That's on your left-hand side. And you've got games 41 through 44, and that's our second round of games. Games 1 through 5 will be played at 6 o'clock p.m. on Friday, and games 41 through 44 will be played at 10 o'clock on Friday night. One note on the schedule, as I will be going through and mentioning the schedule for all of the games that you see here tonight, but it's important that everybody does go and download the Turning Machine app, or head over to the Turning Machine website so that you always have the latest and greatest scheduling information for your team. We did create a PDF for that. and we'll post that onto the Facebook page, and we'll get that onto our INA website so that you guys can go out and get instructions if you're unsure how to do that. But it's available on iOS and Android. You can download it, do a quick search for the event, and then follow all of your favorite teams, but specifically be sure to follow yours so that you can be connected and stay on top of all of your games that you have coming up. So with that being said, let's get back to the top half of region number 1. And anybody have anything that they saw interesting here?
Yeah, I actually noticed the first game. Team White, that's one of our waiting list teams.
They were, yep.
They were one of our waiting list teams. First team pulled out of the hopper, as you'll see later, against Alta House. Always a very solid team. Alta House is headed by Mike Sapulo, and he is actually a runner-up. I believe it was in 2012, with a couple of familiar names on his team. Dominic Aveni and Anthony Croce were on, I think it was called Minuteman Ming. So they were runners-up, and they were actually the last team in the tournament that year. We had one slot left. They got in late, or they got in at the end. They ended up being one of the last teams to play. So Team White's going to have their hands full, and so will CM Roofing if Team White should falter.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we can also see we've got some teams from Connecticut in this region, or in this quadrant up here, Ponte 1 and Ponte 35. And also some more familiar faces as you look down that board with A&J Cement. Some really solid teams up and down this bracket. And of course, one of my favorite team names, Dirty Mike and the boys.
AJ Cement actually this year, they've won the tournament twice, in 93 and 94. I looked at their tournament, the team this year. It looks like 3 of those 4 players are coming back this year.
Oh, wow.
So John Calabrese heads that team. He's been coming for since the beginning. John's one of our legacies.
Yeah.
Great guy, great supporter of the club, member of Club Molisani. Yeah, he's a former champion. And we have the Goombas. Those guys are from Little Italy, good dudes. They play in our Monday night league. And then Botaglieri, Lawn Care, they have the ladies team, which is better than the men's team, but I won't tell Andy that. Don't anyone tell Andy that. But they're always tough. They're always tough, and it's going to be a nice bracket, a lot of competition. But like you said, DePonte 1 and 35, those are some solid teams.
Yeah.
Franco is on 35. He's a very good player.
Yeah, and it's definitely important because those teams will get the bye to start off, and we've talked about this before in tournaments. When you get the bye, you're kind of waiting all night long, anticipating for the next game, waiting for your opponent to come.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important for those guys to stay ready because you're going to have a team coming off their first victory, kind of some momentum. They got in the court, their first rolls, their first throws. So it's going to be really important for those guys to stay loose because with the team coming in, you never know. I mean, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves. So there are going to be some good matchups in that second round later in the night on Friday.
There you go. Yep, definitely looking forward to that. All right, well, let's head on down a little bit in the bracket here. We're going to go to the second half of this region. So quadrant number 2. So these teams would meet in the quarterfinals. The winners of these 2 quadrants would meet in the quarterfinals. So just so everybody gets an idea of the bracket. And again, this will be all posted in full after this is over on the Turning Machine website. You can go out there and visit that, and we'll take a couple pictures of the main board as well. So again, now looking at the bottom half of this first region, we've got games 6 through 10, as well as games 45 through 48. Games 6 through 10, they're on the left side. Those are all 6 p.m. games on Friday night. And then games 45 through 48, those are that second round of games there. As Luciano mentioned, those are the teams with the bye. Those are going to be starting at 10 o'clock p.m. on Friday. One quick note that I do want to call out in this quadrant is you'll notice that we have an additional bye added to the game against Cassis' MVR. So those guys will be getting a bye. You'll get an explanation of that in the bracket pool if you go over there. But ultimately, it's a situation with numbers. We have a 114 bracket on the Turning Machine site. We have 101 teams, and we had predetermined 3 bye slots, and that's where they fell. So just so you guys understand why that's listed as bye and not just an actual bye into the next round. So with that being said, anything stand out here for you guys in this second quadrant?
go in the second quadrant. Going with, what is it? Penn, Ohio Roofing. There is a gentleman by the name of Donald Bocce who's played with JJ's Lighthouse for many years, and also a World Challenge Cup of Bocce champion as well, with a couple other guys.
He was on the Rascals too.
And was also on the Rascals as well in the beginning for their first championship that they had. They're going to be going on Como Siciliano, which I guess means, what's your name?
That's George's team, right, Frank?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
George.
so.
George Playtaz believes he's Italian.
I thought George's team was We Stu Gotts It.
Oh, that's you're right. That's it. He's
Yeah.
used to Gotts.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah.
But I figure that's going to be a good, decent game to watch.
That's Bill Carcelli. He's out of Chagrin Falls. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also in the second quadrant is actually a place I used to work at when I was a teenager called Longo's Pizza.
Mm.
So I'm looking forward to see if there's any familiar faces on that team.
Yeah.
They're going to have a good matchup against Tokolana Club number 24.
24.
Yeah. Anybody with the first name Tokolana Club is usually someone that you need to watch out for.
Yeah.
They're always in very late on Sunday. They're always competing all day Saturday.
Yeah.
They're a very solid team.
Always
Yeah.
solid guys out of Rome.
I noticed a couple of other local teams in this quadrant here. We got Trevi Catering, Trepepi Consulting. They were a runner-up a couple years ago. I know there's some new faces on that team this year, but they were a runner-up in the tournament a couple years ago. Trevi Catering and then the Bocce Bros. Those are our friends, the podcasters, right?
Yep, correct.
So,
They'll have a show, I believe, on Saturday afternoon,
Okay,
2 to 4, at on the Piazza live.
awesome.
So that'll be exciting. Another interesting tidbit: Club Di Marino. It's a Wycliffe family. They don't belong to any actual club, just their own club. They bring about 40 or 50 family members down every year. They have basically a family reunion here, and I don't know. I've gone back in the records, and I don't know that there's ever been a Club Di Marino team that has not had every single team with the last name Di Marino. So I don't know that there's any other teams. The Anellis come close, but the Di Marinos have been about 9 or 10 straight years of all Di Marinos. So Dennis Frank, or actually Dennis and Nancy, of course, my friend Nancy, but Dennis and his brother, whose name just flew out of my brain. Frank is his other brother. Yeah, they're always competitive and they have a great time.
Mike or Greg?
Awesome.
Jim,
Jim.
There you go.
there it is.
All right.
Dennis and Jim. So that's and Koppel. Little note because I just got a text, an urgent text from Jimmy Pisano. Please change our name from Koppel to IMBS. So Frank, if you would make that note, I don't want Jimmy to lose sleep.
I thought we already had an IMPS.
We have a Koppel. We have a
A couple on there.
Koppel IMBS, but he needs to
Okay.
be just
Just
IMBS.
IMPS.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very,
got it. Okay.
very important
Yeah,
stuff.
no problem.
That'll be a good matchup
We will
for-
make that change.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match of the second round against the computer guys too, so it'll be
Yeah,
interesting to
good.
watch also, so.
Absolutely. Edgertown Motel, don't sleep on them. The Fasano family,
Right.
Ashtabula,
There you go.
Amico,
Yep.
Dave,
All right.
and Papa.
All right, so now we're going to go into region number 2. We're going to go to the top half of region number 2 here for everybody. All right, so what you're seeing come up on screen right now, you've got games 11 through 15, as well as games 49 through 52. Games 11 through 15, again, that's that left-hand side, that first round of games will be played at 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday night. And then that second round of games, 49 to 52, those are all 11 o'clock p.m., also on Friday night. So all of these games are going to be Friday night. First round there, 7 o'clock, second wave there, 11 o'clock p.m. And once again, I think we got another really great slate here with a former champion in Adelios, a recent former champion in Adelios.
Yeah, I think they're back to their championship team as well. Oh, no, that's wrong. Marco's on that team.
Marco Orlando's on
Jr.
their team, yep.
That was Mike Iannetta for the championship.
Back in 2016,
Right,
yeah.
with Richie and Anthony Jr. and Serge.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some really good matchups. Matrice won. That is a team that made it to, I believe, the semifinals last year. Very good team. Team Rochester. It's Ezio and the boys coming out of Rochester, New York. Great team. I'd like to congratulate, actually, while we're on, Tino Emanuel. He was recently sworn in, full-time, officially sworn in, full-time Rome Fire Department. Congratulations, Tino.
Awesome.
They have Walnut Beach, who's a team out of Ashtabula,
Formerly known as the Wise Guys.
the Wise Guys.
Oh, okay. Hey, he played with his dad once again, too.
Yeah, my buddy is the
Oh, is
Wise
that right?
Guys.
Yeah,
Tino's
his
dad's
dad's-
Eddie? Oh,
Yep,
that's
Eddie's
that'd be
in
great. Nice to see.
Yep, so they're back together again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to have the Wise Guys back in the tournament, so that's always fun.
Yes, definitely. Galliano Club, coming out of Rome, always tough. But Resolve Construction, interesting team there. That is, looks like looking at the roster, looks like the old Vandra brothers. Got some championships on that team. Got Tony's on that team, Tony Millerania. I think he's got at least five trophies. Renato Petit has at least one. Felice Scala's on that from, Gino, you probably remember Felice Trucking? Or Felice Construction back in '06. They were tough. He's on that. So there's that's an interesting team. Resolve Construction, I might keep an eye on them.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely, and it's going to be interesting to see those teams and how they do and how far they can go together.
Yeah, of course we have a Club Molisani team in there. Again, like Tocolana and Galliano, when you see Club Molisani, that's always a concern if you're the other team. Very good botch players.
Yeah.
They know their botch.
Yep. Bunch of exciting games, as always, down here, early and often.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to go to the bottom half of this region. So again, this is region number 2, and this is the bottom half of that region. So this is going to be games 16 through 20. That first round of games is 16 through 20. The second round of games you see there are games 53 through 56. Games 16 through 20, those first round games are going to be 7 o'clock p.m. On Friday night, and 53 to 56 are going to be 11 o'clock p.m. on Friday night. And once again, we've just got some really great teams in here. And one more call out, you see the bye up there again, same situation as earlier. So just as a FYI for that. But yeah, again, just some really great teams. I see some out of town teams, I see some local teams, and just some quality teams that are here each and every year competing.
Yeah, I see St. Anthony Society in the second round there. That's Rocco Delicio's team.
Right.
Always very competitive, very, very solid team. They've been playing for years.
Conacorp's a very good team. Tron, Waterside too. Good
Bob's
teams right there.
Barbershop. I want to say they're out of Newfane. Are they out of Newfane? Lockport. That's it's Andy Sweeney country up there. He's a celebrity up there.
Right.
He told me that himself. But Bob's is always very good. Versace Law, top team. Going down Waterside 99. They were 2-2 last in 2019, but that is a very good team.
Yeah, and you have a lot of good matchups heading here in the first couple rounds already. I mean, who knows? These teams have the potential to get to a far distance in the bracket, but we've seen
Absolutely.
teams before, second round, first round, maybe get their first loss, but they go for deep runs into Sunday also.
Sure.
So it's going to be interesting to see who can squeak out of those first and second rounds.
Yeah, you lose that first game, and buddy, it's a long road to Sunday.
Right.
Yes,
It is a long, hot day on Saturday. But looking down the bracket here, I see Tron. Can't forget them. Those guys have been showing out in a lot of tournaments recently. I see their name all over Facebook.
They've been having a good summer so far.
They have Anthony and Ron Capogreco, Gianni, and Rob Lewis. Is Rob Lewis is he usually on that team? I don't know
Yeah.
the name.
Most
myself.
tournaments,
Yeah, he's there,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they have Marco's team, Orlando Remodeling, in the second round. If they should get past tactical protection, they will have their hands full with Marco and the boys. Marco, if he's not playing good bocce, he will talk your ear off. So we got that going for you.
All right.
Love Marco.
All
Marco
right.
runs our court crew, I might add, with Rich Lee.
Yeah, done a great job getting us ready.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to move into the bottom half of the bracket now. So we're going into region number 3, and the top half here. And once again, we see some really quality games coming through. We've got games 21 through 25. That's our first round games here, 21 to 25. Those are 8 o'clock p.m. games on Friday night. And then we see in the second round, we have games 57 through 60. Game 57, it's that first game on this board here. That's 11 o'clock p.m. Friday. That's actually the very last game on Friday night. And then games 58 through 60. So the last three in the second round here are all 8 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning. So again, be sure to keep up on the schedule at either the Turning Machine website or the Turning Machine app on your phone for all the current times. But first round here, 8 o'clock Friday night. Second round, first game there, 11 o'clock Friday. And then the last three, 58, 59, 60 at 8 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning. So, and once again, though, we got some really great teams in here, and again, really good mix of local and some out-of-town teams. I see a team with that Luciano may recognize. I see a team that I might recognize in my team. So it's a very intriguing quadrant for both of us, I think.
Well, yeah, well balanced all around. Some good matchups there too.
A lot of local teams in
Yeah.
there.
The Lefties Outdoor Property Maintenance right there. Two local teams
Yeah,
going
all
at
local
it.
teams, right? Yeah, and then they're playing. The winner of that plays Yorkie Real Estate, which is my team with the Vintonio brothers, and we're all local. So yeah, there's a local matchup right there.
Yeah, you're with Zappies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just remember, you can't always get what you want.
Oh, okay.
You're playing the Rolling Stones.
All right. I like that there.
You hope they're yelling, "Give me shelter," but heyo.
Yeah.
But we'll see what we can do. It's gonna be a good matchup. I'm looking forward to play those guys, and hopefully we can get it done. And we'll see. Hopefully we can advance into Friday night.
Yeah,
Saturday morning, actually.
Oh, that'll be Saturday morning, the
Yeah.
59 game. So that'll be the first game. Okay.
Rolling Stones.
Oh,
is the
fancy
local
right
team.
here.
That's Anthony Grandini's the Rolling Stones. Molisani Tree right there. How do you say that? Triunfo?
Triunfo. Yep.
Who's on that team?
Triunfo actually has one of my good friends from Cape Coral, Florida, Rosario.
Hey, he's my good friend.
He's one of my good friends. And we were in Rome, New York in 2015 where we actually came in first place.
Numero uno.
There you go.
And that team was actually put together the month before at the Club Molisani tournament at the Unity Days in Mayfield Heights.
Nice. That's old school right there.
4 guys that never played with each other
What?
went in and took it on. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I was the shaky guy that whole tournament.
Shaky Ollie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a local bracket right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, a lot of them for sure. All right, so going into the bottom half of that region, these are games 26 through 30 in the first round. Those games are all scheduled for 8 o'clock p.m. on Friday night. Again, that first round of games there, 26 to 30, 8 o'clock p.m. Friday night. And then you've got your second round of games, 61 through 64. Those are all slated for 8 a.m. Saturday morning. And again, really just a strong quadrant once again. You guys, I mean, it's a repetitive theme up and down the bracket, though. We've got a lot of strong teams in this tournament.
In the last probably 5 tournaments, I would say that there's maybe 3 or 5 games that you can say, okay, I think maybe we could win this game, and you could be pretty confident. But now, I mean, anybody, these teams aren't just anybody showing up anymore. It's not whoever has $250. These are quality teams. We sold out in 3 days once we opened it up to the public. So people know what they're doing, and they like the competition, which I can respect. I see Ollie's team in here.
Yep, my team's in here. We're supposed to face Hilltop Bocce Club. And I expect that to be a really, really good match between
Hilltop.
the two of us.
Heck yeah.
Yep,
Hilltop's out of Rhode Island. I think this is their first time here.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's their first time, so we don't know what to expect
I
there.
think this is our first Rhode Island team, possibly. Congratulations to Rhode Island. You made it.
Yeah.
We got a Florida team in there too.
That's pretty
Connecticut
awesome.
team in there.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Connecticut team.
Yep.
Mix
Yeah.
of outside teams coming in for that
This
region.
is good. I see we have a Whipple INA team in there. I think that's Chris Simon, maybe.
Yes, yes it
Chris
is.
Simon's team. I think Jeff Simon's on that team with him.
We also have the Anelli brothers coming in,
Yes,
coming
Steve,
back for another year.
our club treasurer, Enrico, is on that team.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
That's cool.
So, that'd be awesome. That's a very good, another Coppell IMBS.
Yep.
That's Levi Policaro's team. Another solid group of guys. They've been coming since at least '07. A lot of those Beaver Falls Coppell guys have been supporting the tournament since around 2007. Bunch of good guys. We have a good time. Expecting the same this year.
Yep. Cool. All right, we are going to move to the fourth and final region of our bracket tonight. And the top half of this region features games 31 through 35. Those games are all scheduled for 9 o'clock p.m. Friday night. And we've got in the second round games 65 through 68 and 65, 66, and 67. So those, confirm that. Nope, I take that back. 65 and 66. So the first two games there are slated for 8 a.m. 67 is scheduled for 9 a.m. and 68 is scheduled for 10 a.m. So again, I know that's a little confusing. We've got quite a variety of times there in that second round. So again, be sure to check the app and the website for your time if that's a little bit confusing, because I'm sure it was.
Frank, if I can interject for a second, this year also we're asking teams to come an hour prior to their scheduled time. So are we gonna have times on the app, or how's that gonna work?
There are always game times on the app, and yep,
Okay.
your check-in time is always 1 hour prior.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And we have the field access. If anyone wants to purchase field access, they can do that, and they can hang around all day with a canopy and do their
Yeah.
thing. I think we have 4 or 5 slots left. Nick, does that sound about right?
So,
Yeah, we're down to less than half a dozen slots left, so it's gonna be a party out there.
But yeah, so we got another great slate of games in this region, or in this quadrant, I should say. We see our major sponsor there, Serpentini's coming in into this one. There's We Stugatz. There's Georgia's team you mentioned earlier, and just some other really good team names I see popping in here from years past. Just knowing that these are quality teams coming in. So, anything else from anybody on this quadrant?
We got We Stugatz on there, huh?
yeah.
This is it. We Stugatz.
Serpentini, that's our sponsor. That's
Yeah.
Mike Campola. He's got, who's he got on his team?
His brother Rick is a.
I don't think Rick's on his team this year.
He is.
He is? Okay.
Thought I saw him on there at least when I was looking at it.
I mean, just once again, great matchups in this region. Definitely going to be something to watch towards the end of the night. I know the band's going to be playing pretty much at that time, but it's going to be great to see these teams late in the night going head-to-head with each other late Friday night.
Yeah, I agree. It's always fun to be playing late in the evening
Right.
when everybody's having their most fun.
Devil's Trucking's on there. That's our title sponsor for the, actually, no, that's Jerry Senior, our title sponsor for the field access, which I
Yeah.
can't seem to stop talking about, is actually Mr. Excavator, which is his son, Jerry Jr. Flesher. So this is Jerry Senior. Devil's Trucking, always got Doug Carter this year, always a very competitive team. This is going to be an interesting, Magas is AJ D'Annunzio, club member. He's going to be playing a team out of Columbus, Paul Cugini. So they're pretty good. They have the Columbus Italian Club down there. Century 21 Homestar, that's our guy, Vince Laurie, who runs our cultural activities on Saturday. He's got his people down coming to play for Century 21. So it should be an interesting bracket.
Yeah.
I think we've said that a million times
I
today.
know.
We need to get a nickel thing. We can throw a nickel in it every
It's a
time we say
repetitive
it.
theme, but the bracket really is strong up and down. And that does lead us into our final quadrant in the bracket.
For those of you that think we forgot about you,
Here
Joe
you are.
Malachi.
So this here quadrant features games 36 through 40, games 36 through 39. So all but that last game in the first round are slated for 9 p.m. And then the Molisani #8 and CPF home inspections, that game's slated for 10 o'clock p.m. on Friday night. And then the second round games there, 69 through 72, those are all slated for 10 a.m. Saturday morning. And looking right in this quadrant, it's hard not to see the returning champs and three-time champion ABV Contractors staring you right in the face.
Oh, are they in this year? I didn't even know they got in.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's okay.
playing.
I wasn't sure.
And here they are right here at the bottom of the bracket with some other really quality, again, I know a competitive team, but it's a really quality quadrant in here. So some tough sledding coming through here.
And our defending champs are in this region also, ABV Contractors, so.
Hey, welcome to the party.
Hey now. Paul just said, come on up there, Luch. We both just talked about it.
Oh, you did? Oh,
No,
okay,
that's
so I
okay.
was
I'll
going
give
to
you
bring
all
it
that.
up. No, I just wanted to
No.
mention it again, because
Yeah,
I do.
listen,
Do think it's one of the
you're doing a
toughest.
great job.
Thank you. No, I definitely just think it's one of the toughest regions on this bracket
I think you're
board.
right. I think you're right.
So I just wanted to extend on that point with them in this
Yeah.
region. I think it's going to be a real battle test to see who comes out of this area of this
Wow.
part of the bracket. I mean, like I mentioned before, I mean, if you can come out with one loss, there might be a team in this area that might go deep into Sunday just for how many good teams in this section of the bracket. So
Yeah, it's a tough game.
definitely a lot of good matchups in this one. So I just think it's one of the toughest parts of the bracket here. So we'll see who can get through it.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Very tough.
A couple Molisani teams and that word Tokalana, look out now. It's,
Yep.
they're always tough. They are always tough. Solid law firms gone deep many years in a row.
Mhm.
CPF, they just won. Chris Federico, they just won tournament. Which one? Was that Molisani? No.
No, he won the high stakes last year. Then he won tournament.
I shouldn't bring that up if I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just, and I know
He's
that
won a
because
couple.
I saw their faces on Facebook. But yeah,
Yep.
they definitely are tough. That's a really good. Han Manufacturing's been here for 10 plus
They've been
years.
playing for a while.
Right, a lot of teams that finished, they played into Sunday, they're going to
Yeah.
be right off the bat playing the first, second round here.
Powerhouse Construction is actually my cousin Brian's team out of Mayfield Village. Used to be DeSico Bocce, but they're Powerhouse Bocce or Powerhouse Construction this year. And we're not even talking about it, but Fiorito.
Yeah.
Fiorito with Russ and the boys.
And Frank and
Frank.
Pete.
Yeah, those guys are, that is no slouch.
We
Right.
see
That
them
team
on
is-
Sunday often.
Absolutely. They, if they don't make Sunday, Frank's in your ear because you did something wrong. So no, that's going to be that is a heck of a. I'm going to be paying attention to that side of the bracket.
So that concludes the open division. I do have the ladies bracket to reveal for everybody as well.
And far more important to the ladies bracket because where would we be without the ladies?
We are going
None
to
of us would be.
pop that up onto screen right now for everybody. That isn't it. There we go. That's it. So, the ladies division. This year we have 16 teams. Double elimination as usual. We have eliminated the time limit in the ladies division as well, so just wanted to make that announcement, make everybody aware of that for this year. And we will be starting the ladies division Saturday morning at 7 a.m. So you see games 1 through 8 will all play first thing Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And then at 9 a.m. we will play a second wave of games. So we're going to play the full second round of the winners bracket, and then the first play-in games of the losers bracket. So those will all be played Saturday morning as well. So again, those are scheduled for 9 a.m. But the first round winners bracket here is slated for 7 a.m. Saturday morning. And just going down real quick here, we see we got 30-30 versus Bocce, Sons of Italy, Bocce Bellas, Lady Devils, IMBS, Trevi Catering Ladies and versus Val's Gals, our returning champ and multi-champ, Bodiglier's Lawn Care versus Seven Hamlets Brewing Co., Fly High, Resting Bocce Face, McNulty Construction versus Mia Sorello, and then the last game of the ladies bracket there, Formica Plumbing and versus Sue Miller. So another great slate of games in the ladies side. So definitely tune into these ones as well. So
And almost every team in this year has won the tournament at some point.
on the ladies side.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's I mean that makes for some really good competition. Now that said, they're not all the same players, but a lot of these ladies have been on winning teams that have taken home the trophy. And frankly, in the ladies division, there's not a lot of teams, so almost every one of these teams has been in the championship game. So, you know, that makes for great competition. And, you know, without the time limit, we'll see how it goes. You know, this is a big year. We want this to work out. And, you know, with that and our new rule, Frank, which is measure any time,
Oh, yeah.
we hope that there's not a big, you know, standing around checking out the ball. And I'm not naming this the ladies. I'm just saying overall, you know, we think that we can shave some time by changing a couple rules. And I think we can talk about those rules in a minute here. But, yeah, I'm excited. I think there's some really good matchups in this one. Ollie, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's quite a few good matchups. The ones I'm looking forward to here is going to be the Lady Devils versus IMBS. The other one I'm going to be looking forward to watching is going to be the Sons of Italy versus the Bocce Bellas, two local teams. Sons of Italy coming out from Ashtabula.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They've been
going to
coming
be
for years.
They've been coming for a long time. The other good one that I'm going to plan on watching and seeing again is the ladies from Mia Sorella versus McNulty. That'll be another great game. Let's see here, who's got bottom there? Is Seven Hamlets. They're
Out of New York.
They're out of New York. That's going to be a really, really good game to watch as well.
Two-time defending champs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can go for a three.
You have to say Rose's team because Rose is on, and if you don't
Yeah,
say
if I
Rose,
don't say
then
Rose,
she gets
we're all
mad
in
at you.
trouble.
Yeah, Rose. We can't wait to see Rose's team play. Amica Plumbing, because they're awesome.
And yeah, so we did, Paul did mention the measure any time rule. We also made another change to our Paulino rule. So just to make a quick announcement on that, you get one Paulino throw this year. If your Paulino throw is illegal, it goes to the other team and they will place the Paulino, but the team that won the previous inning will still roll first. So again, to be clear, Paulino throw one time, other team throws it, but you still go first as the team that won the previous inning. And yes, you can measure any time as long as you're measuring the point ball. We're not looking at everybody measuring for third, fourth point. We're measuring the point ball. But yes, it can be measured at any time now. We're coming in line with what we're seeing in a lot of other tournaments. So,
And we'll have guys available, people at the shed for
Yep.
any measuring, anything like that for both open and the women's division.
yep, anytime a measurement is needed, always feel free to call for an official. So, I think, anything else you guys
I
have?
mean, Gino keeps in my ear. We got to talk about the new balls. I don't know if he's got balls
okay.
on the mind or what's going on. over
Yeah,
there.
No,
we can go back here a lot, yeah.
what,
So,
9 sets, go ahead, Frank.
yeah, we got, that's a great point, Gino. So you guys saw here right in the center of the table, we've got two of our brand new balls. We have 9 brand new sets this year, along with 9 brand new Paulinos. We're super excited to be able to roll those out and have everybody rolling this year. So we can't wait to get everybody down here. It's gonna be great. Yeah. What else? Anything else, guys?
You know, safe travels. We got a week to go.
Yeah, we're all
1
excited.
week. Well, actually, it's less than a week now. It's 40 minutes into the tournament. 1 week from now.
Here's a teaser of your shirt too.
Please, new shirt. Be careful coming down. We look forward to seeing everybody. We hear it's going to be great weather. Practice on Thursday at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep.
And again at noon to 3 on Friday.
And those will be sign-up sheets, correct, for 30-minute slots? Okay.
Just like last year or years past, we're going to do
30-minute increments.
30-minute increments. We'll have food. We'll have the bar open that night. And Saturday, come on down, have a drink on us. And noon to 3 practice, and then we'll kick things off at about 5:45. Opening ceremony 5:45. We'll say a few words and grab
Cool.
something to eat. If you're not playing, have a seat and watch some bocce, baby. We're getting ready. We are Hell Week. Do we call it Hell Week?
We
still?
call it Hell Week.
Hell Week is about ready to happen. But none of us-
Also, we have some great food vendors again this year, supplying us some great Italian dishes,
Yes.
pastries. We have the bars in the front and the back with the staff of our club. And I'm really looking forward to it this year. It's been fantastic. We have some great bands Friday night and Saturday. Sunday again is dedicated to the kids with Jungle Terry and the magician Rick Smith. So it's going to be a great, wonderful weekend. Can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah. Can't stress safe travels enough, and I'm good, Frank. Believe it or not, I don't have anything else to say.
I want to say, just follow our Facebook or YouTube page. We'll be posting stuff over the weekend, updated brackets.
Yeah.
Try to get some live feed going, show you what the crowd's going into, get some stuff with the band playing a little bit. So, just if you want to follow online, you can do that also.
And download the Turning Machine app, please. So, all right, thanks guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We had
Thank
fun. Want to try something different this year, do something kind of interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in a week.